Did you know that people who apply for the employment insurance in Canada make simple mistake that delay their payments? Don't be one of them. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to apply EI without any hiccups and get benefits for you deserve. Stay tuned as I guide you step by step about the process. First, you can simply search EI application on Google browser. Once you are on the website, then click on the EI benefit and scroll down all the way and select apply for EI. This will take you EI application page. Now here you can start your application just for apply for EI. So here you can select no. If you are applying for the first time or don't have a reference code, select no to start a application. For the benefit, you can select employee if you work for an employer or self-employed if you run your own business. So click next to the continue. You will ask a few questions here. Then you can press no here. It will ask you a few question benefit type. Here you can select you qualify for parental sickness benefit or maternity leave. Here I am going to select family care benefit. And then I have to scroll all the way down and press continue. So here I am going to fill my personal information. So here your gender. A temporary password will be generated for you, allowing you to complete your application within the next 72 hours. So here we are going to select the preferred language. So I'm selecting English, and then you have to provide your email address, and then I'm gonna use the random email address to just fill the application. And again I have to confirm the email address, and after that you can select your mobile number, and here you can select the type as well from the right side of the window. And then you have to provide your mailing address. Make sure you can just put your postal code, then it give you the exact location. So then you have to just verify the address. In this way you can skip. If you want to select anything, it's volunteer. I'm going to skip this, and now we have to select the information. So here you can create a online account on My Service Canada to track your application or ROI. I'm going to select online access because it's more convenient. For the personal tax credit, you can select basic if you are a bachelor, and if you are married, you choose spouse before proceeding. And the next page, if you are set up for direct deposit for previous EI claim, select yes, otherwise to select no. And for the banking information, it's more convenient if you go for the direct deposits. You can also provide your banking information later in this application. Now you have to provide other personal information. Select your higher education, college, university. If you are a part of any professional association or union, you can select yes here. I'm going to select no. If you are a permanent resident, then select yes. Otherwise, if you are on a work permit, you have to select work permit, and then you have to provide your information about the work permit, like the validity, and you have to upload your work permit proof. So here I'm going to select this option, and I'm going to show you how you can do exactly if you are on a work permit. So now we are entering in the new page. Here you have to mention your employer details. Enter your most recent employer details. You need to provide your employer names, contact number, and the first day of your work, and the last date when you left your work. And then you have to select do you have to return with the same employer, or you want to change your employer. I am going to select here I want to stick with this employer, and then select yes. So here you have to provide your employer address. So here we have to select why we are not working longer. The reason for leaving your job, in my case I am selecting family care caregiver benefit, and so I'm applying for that. And then you have to continue, and here we have to mention our employment earnings, like what is your pay rate per hour. So here I'm just putting a random number to just show you how you can do it by yourself. And then when you fill the all the information, then you have to press continue. If you already take your vacation pay, so you have to choose no, otherwise you can select yes. And if it's right, you can choose the yes. Are your companies or employer provide the sickness benefit? Then select yes. Or did you take this benefit already? so it's choose according to your situation. And now we are on a different page. Here you have to select if any kind of funding you receive or any kind of help you receive from the previous months. So you have to select, otherwise you can select none of them. Here you have to provide your job title. So you can search your job title from here, and then you select your job title. Then it's bring to you the another page. Now we are in a main page, guys. It's important to ask ROE from your employer. If you are planning for applying leave, or your employer directly send your ROE to Service Canada, make sure this information matches your ROE records of employment to avoid delays. If you have the copy of your document, select yes and upload here. If you are work for other employer at the same time, you have to select yes and fill the same information with the employer name and the address and the contact number. So after that, proceed the continue. So in this page, you have to provide your family member information, the first name, last name, and the date of birth. And here you also have mentioned your relation with that person, and here you have to mention when you want to start your benefit, from which date you can select from here. So now we can select our relationship with that person who need a support. So I'm selecting children here, and then press continue. After continuing, here we can select how many week we want claim. Here I'm going to select 35 week because it's usually for the children. And after that, you have to select, is there any other benefit you and your family taking from somewhere else. Now here we have to provide a medical certificate which we received from the hospital, and then you guys can upload here. So I am selecting no here because I already submitted. And then we have to read the all the instruction here. Work compensation payment, if you receive any payment, so you have to select yes, but we haven't received anything, so we are going to select no. You can select yes or no according to your situation. I am considering no here. So are you self-employed? Then yes, otherwise you can select simply no here. If you are a student or if you enroll any course, you can select yes here. And are you taking help from somewhere else, like any organization? Then you can select yes, otherwise just say no. So here the some of the responsibilities and the rights for you. So you have to read and press continue. Select the accept here and then continue. After submitting your application, Service Canada will review your information. You may be asked to provide additional document. You can track the status of your EI claim by signing into My Service account online.